Hello friends, welcome to data structure course. Now today we are going to see abstract data structure. Abstract data structure for stack. Abstract data structure for stack. As we know, stack is a linear data structure in which insertion and deletion are made by only one end. That is called top end. Okay, or you can say it is a linear data structure or order list. So today we are going to see how we can define ADT for stack. So here we initially declare structure for stack, which takes item as a input, which takes item or element as a input. Now the first step is declare. Here in declaration we are going to declare the various function like create, push, pop, top and is empty. And also we are going to declare what type of outcome comes from that particular function. So first I am going to declare a create operation, or you can say function. So create. What we are going to create? This create function basically returns stacks of size 1 to n. So this create function basically returns stack of size 1 to n. Now second function that is we are going to declare, that is push, which takes as an input item and the stack which is created by using create function. Okay, so this push function takes as an input item and stack, and it will return a new stack. Okay, now third operation, that is pop. This function removes an atom from the top of the stack. So it simply takes stack as an input and it also return new stack. The next operation that we are going to see, that is top. This function also takes input as a stack and it returns atom. Means basically top function return the topmost atom at the stack. Whatever topmost element or atom at the stack, that is written by this top function. Now next operation that is we are going to see fifth is the empty. I'm use its shortcut. Okay, is the empty. Okay, again this operation or function takes input as a stack and returns boolean value like true or false. True or false. Is the empty function takes as an input stack and it returns, if stack is empty it will returns true, otherwise it will returns false. Okay, now as per the definition of ADT, first we declare all these operation which we are going to operate on stack. Then we are going to define some rules. Means how and what type of input and outputs comes from this function. So now step number 6, for all s that is belongs to stack, for all s that is belongs to stack, I belongs to atom. Let if suppose, now I am defining some rules, you can say axioms for stack ADT, like if suppose I call is a empty function and I pass create to this is an empty function, then what will it returns? So what happens internally, if you call is an empty function and pass create, so first which function we will going to execute? That is create function will going to execute. So first create function, if create function execute, it will create an empty stack, and whatever empty stack it creates, as we discussed, that create function returns an empty stack of size 1 to n. So this create function returns empty stack of size 1 to n to is an empty function. Then this is empty function check whether that stack is empty or not. So what do you think what it will returns? It will returns true. It will returns true. If suppose, I'm going to explain again, if is empty function takes as an input create operation, so it will returns empty stack, and this is an empty function checks this empty stack whether it is empty or not. Okay, now suppose I'm define one more rule, like if suppose I call is an empty operation and I pass it push function. So to the is an empty function, what I am passing, that is push operation. It will takes I means atom and stack as a input. We already defined. Okay, so this is stack as a input. So if I call is an empty function and I pass push function to the is empty function, push function takes as an input an atom and stack. So what happens here? Here this push function push an atom at the top of the stack. So suppose it insert 10 here, and whatever this stack is, new stack is generated, that new stack is passed to the is the empty function. So initially push function will going to call this create this push an element at the top of this stack and return this stack to the is empty function. Now is empty function checks whether this stack is empty or not. So it will returns basically false, since stack have some elements, so it will returns false. Okay, next, that is axiom for pop operation. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass a create operation to the pop function. Now here what happened, I call pop function, and to that particular pop function I'm pass create operation or create function. So create function, what did it did? Create empty stack. It create empty stack, and whatever empty stack it create, it returns to pop operation. Okay. See, already we defined that create function returns stack, push function returns stack, pop function returns stack. These are what updated stack. Okay. So likewise, this create function creates an empty stack and return to the pop function. Now pop function will going to check whether the stack is now pop function will going to pop or remove element from that stack, but this stack is now created, just created, means this stack is a empty stack, so we cannot pop an element from the empty stack. Hence it will throws an error message. It will throws an error message since we cannot pop an element from the empty stack. So this is one more rule. Now next rule, that is rule number 10. Next rule, we are going to call pop function. To that respect to pop, we are going to pass push operation, which will take item as an input and stack, item I and stack as an input. So this operation, what happened here, we call pop function. To that pop function we pass push operation. This push operation push this item at the top of the stack. Okay, at the top of the stack. So suppose we insert 10 here, and this new updated stack will return to the pop function. Now pop function, what it did, it removed the top element. Now we push this element 10 here. So what happens here, this pop will remove this element again and return updated stack. It returns updated stack. Now go for next rule, like top operation. Basically top operation returns topmost element of the stack. So what we are going to do now here, to the top function we just we pass create operation. So create operation basically returns an empty stack to the top operation. And what is the function of top operation? It will return topmost element, but we just created that particular stack. So this stack is empty stack, so we cannot return topmost element. So obviously it will return error message. Now next rule is like, suppose I call top operation and pass push to this top operation. So it will take I and stack as an input, but obviously it will return topmost item I, topmost item to the user. So these are what the operations we are going to perform. That is from 1 to 5 are operations of the stack, basic operations of the stack, and we define rule for this 5. We define these rules or axioms for these operations. So what happens? Suppose what rules I define? If I pass create function to is empty, it will returns true. If I pass push function to is empty, it will returns false. If I pass create function to the pop, it will throws error since that stack is empty. So we cannot pop element from the stack. If I pass push operation to the pop, it will return updated stack. If I pass create operation to the top, it will returns an error message. Since that stack is already generated, it is an empty stack. We cannot pop element from the we cannot return topmost element of the stack since that stack is empty. Likewise, if suppose I pass push operation to the stack top operation, it will return topmost element of the stack. So these are what basic operations. In our previous lecture, we define the definition of ADT, that is ADT is mathematical and logical model. So these are what kind of operations logic we are going to operate on these operations. So this is what ADT of stack. ADT of stack. So all these things I explain in detail in my notes. Please refer that. Thank you.